Welcome back to part 10 of the series 80s NBA Legends Then and Now, where the glorious memories of the 80s are vividly recreated thanks to modern AI technology in 2025. If you are a longtime fan of the NBA, you will surely not forget the names that have quietly created depth and strength for each team. They do not always appear on the front page, but are important links in the winning machine. In today's video, we will meet again. Orlando Woolridge, Mike Sanders, Jim Petersen, Scott Wedman, Steve Colter, Kenny Green, Greg Kite, Jim Brogan, Michael Holton, Steve Harris, Mike Smrek, Earl Cureton, Tony Brown, Charles Davis, Dudley Bradley, Ben Poquette, Ron Brewer, Dave Corzine, Steve Trumbo, and Jim Thomas. You will be surprised to see what they look like in 2025, and maybe some faces have made you exclaim, "Wow, long time no see." Don't forget, like the video if you love this nostalgic content series, comment the name of the legend you want to appear in the next part, and subscribe the channel today to join the journey, then and now, where youth and present intersect in every frame. So we have just met familiar faces, from the powerful and powerful Orlando Woolridge to the persistent and dedicated Jim Petersen, or the names that have left special marks such as Scott Wedman, Ron Brewer, Dave Corzine. They are not just players. They are part of NBA history, where sweat, effort, and team spirit have created unforgettable seasons. Lesson learned. In sports, as in life, not everyone is a star, but everyone has value if they always try and never give up. These players are proof. Through perseverance, they have written their names in the hearts of fans, even if they are not always the main headlines of the press. If you find this video emotional, don't hesitate to like the video to support the series, comment the player you missed the most in the video, subscribe the channel to not miss the extremely attractive sequels, where AI will continue to take us back to the past and step into the future with the next legends. Legends may age, but their legacy lives forever. See you in part 11, where new faces will continue to surprise you. Hoop and fire.